guys, Tattoo For You Richard here, and it is time for a tips, tricks, and whoopsies video. Yes, I am home alone today, all alone. My kiddos are out of town, and I am slightly bored, and yes, sucks. I just got my oldest back, and they went away again for the weekend, thanks to 4th of July. They'll be back on Sunday, though. My wife's been here for the past couple days. She's at work right now, but she leaves today to go out there with them. And so she'll be back on Sunday, obviously, as well with them. But, so on today's tips, tricks, and, excuse me. So on today's tips, tricks, and whoopsies video, I was going to do this yesterday, but I was just like, honestly, I don't want to make a video today. I just want to chill and contemplate the meaning of life, which is 42. Yeah, I just didn't want. I just didn't have it. I'm sorry, guys. For those of you that enjoy seeing my face every day, I don't know why his face is hideous. But yeah, so I just wanted to take a break. But today I decided I would get back on there and do something because I've been messing around. Now we've all seen my little pools that I've made, the little goopy pools. Yes, we're talking about the goopy pools again. Because I have done a couple things with them, and I actually sold 2 of them. A guy wanted some. And things I noticed whenever I did this, and in the video I showed you at the end, I coated it with Mod Podge. If you're going to ship these, if you're going to store these, anything like that, do not store them in a hot place. Because the Mod Podge, it didn't do it on this one, because this hasn't been stored. It's been in my house, a cool place. I can't be, heat makes my legs swell too much, so we make sure the air conditioner is decent in here. Yeah, dude, it turned cloudy, very milky. I don't know why. It's something. The only thing I could think of was the Mod Podge, because all the areas, it was the thickest areas. When we go table down, I'll show you this one a little closer so you can kind of see the clear spots, how thick they are. They look good, but that every bit of the thick spots on the other cats that I sent him were just milky. He said the blue was fine, but the red was really bad. He sent me pictures. If I could find them again in my thing, I'll save them and link them on here and show you what I'm talking about. But so I'm making him a replacement one, and what I'm probably gonna do is not do the Mod Podge, and just tell him when he gets it, if he has some Mod Podge, just coat it with it gently and let it dry for a day or 2 to make sure it's good and dry. Mod Podge dries quickly. I'm gonna say Mod Podge like 50 times in this video. Mod Podge. Meow. You know what I'm saying? Meow. But no, we're revisiting this again just so I can show you a few things because I've been messing with this. I've been playing around with it, and I've kind of done a couple other little cowlick. Here, like, I'm Superman. Now I'm Clark Kent. Now I'm Superman. Oh. You notice that when he used to turn, like on the old Christopher Reeve Superman, he was like, and he would turn. And you want to go super fast. Yeah, see, I figured it out. Now if I can just figure out how to fly, I'll know how to turn. It's just the takeoff part. Yeah. So anyway, let's go table down and just check out some of the things I've been messing with, guys. And you kind of see what I'm doing. The craziness that's happened. Let's go down. Ladies and gentlemen. Let me get my key ingredients. These are my key ingredients. I like ingredients. They taste good and make your breath smell fresh and great. Alright, so here we have the limpid pool of pooliness. So if you can see there, the thicker clear spots, you get a good angle without my fat finger in the way. See that thickness right there? So all that turned milky on the other one due to heat. So I suggest not leaving it in the heat. Oh, I showed you what I was talking about. Something fancy. So I normally make these pools in lids. Like I get all kinds of lids. You know, we've got these kind of lids, pimento cheese lids. These are old frosting lids from birthday cakes. Pringles container lids to make different sizes. Just any kind of lid. And I noticed, like, when I do them, I put a lot of glue in them. And so they're not, when the top's all set and dry, the underside's not necessarily, which is a good thing. Because I noticed I can go around the edge. I mean, I didn't even clean this one out very well, but you can go around the edge and just kind of pop it. And once you get the edge completely unsealed, you can go and pop paintbrush, old crappy paintbrush, a knife, anything you want. You can kind of slide under the edge and give it just a couple little pulls, and you can separate it from the lid, which leaves you with this. Now this one, when I set it back down to flatten out these edges, because there's not a lot to back them, it wasn't fully cured, so they kind of drooped a little bit. But still, when you put that on a base, like glue that down with hot glue, and then just go around it with the hot glue, and then you do the actual like sanding and whatever around it, it's gonna cover all that and make it still look pretty good. And then you're left with you can reuse this over and over again. Except like the old ones I did, like this was the original one, I just left it in the base and glued it down. But you kind of need to do something because of the hole in the center of the CD. So, and then here's one that I did as well. Now this one, it was still like so much glue on the bottom. I literally just stuck it down and it glued to the CD. I'm gonna go around it still with hot glue and glue it all up in these gaps and edges to kind of super seal it and make sure it's gripped on there really well. And then I'll add the grit and stuff and then prime it and start painting it. And this worked out because with it glued down, it covered this hole, so I don't have anything to worry about. So yeah, that's one of the things I've done, is being able to take these off. And then obviously, like irregular ones, these have cork as a border. But I sent the gentleman that bought them from me, I sent him a special one, which was just a piece of foam core board that I put the glue on ahead of time. Just put a glob of glue in the middle and kind of did it just to mess around with it like a freeform shape, and that worked as well. That worked pretty good too. I really liked the way it turned out. What else did I do? Where is it at? Ah, here we go. Now this is something interesting. I was like messing around. I was like, hey, I wonder what would happen if I tried other shapes. So this right here is a weird little Easter egg. Little blingy Easter egg. I had it because I was going to do something with it. It looks pretty cool. It reminds me of the old G.I. Joe mass device tip. But I was going to do something fun with it, and I didn't know what. And I was just messing around the other day, and I put glue in it. I put glue all up in here, and I did the super glue trick. And what it did was pretty cool. I ended up with this. A mound of awesomeness. I don't know how well you can see that with that white background. But it was this cool little volcano-esque shape. You can imagine doing this because the way the textures are here. And this is like the underside. This is what you would typically see. But you can even do it this way. You can glue it down as like a pit. You know, and in the bottom of the pit is this little goopy stuff, you know. Or you can glue it down like this, either way. So I'm going to mess around with this one as well. You can put some sand and some grit up the side if you want to make it like a little raised mound. Or you can just paint that the same color as the goop here, and or flesh tone or something. I don't know. There's so many possibilities. This is a giant pustule on the side of a Nurgle Titan. Oh look, oh my gosh, I forgot what that lizard's called. How stupid of me. Yeah, I'm one of those lizards with the big pointy eyes. I can't believe I forgot what they're called because they're really cool. Those chameleons. Yep, that's right. I'm a chameleon. Woohoo, you can't see me because I blend in with the background. So yeah, look, I was trying this out and I thought it worked out pretty well doing these little test runs. don't even know how it was fit in there. Oh, like that. So I just added the glue all the way around the edges. I painted it up the side, which I'll just show you right now. Like a quick little messy one. Let's just get goop in there. Oh, look at there. Yep, can't do it when you got the tips covered. Hold on a second. Right, there we go. I just filled it up about like yay much. And then all I did last time was I just painted up the edges, man. Paint up the edges with the glue. Paint up the edges with the glue. I love it when hair gets caught in my paintbrushes because it looks really weird. Do 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 do. I think I have a hit song on my hands, painting up the glue. So yeah, I did something like that. Now, uh-oh, we lose it. We lost it. Where's the beard hair? Where's the beard hair? Oh well, it's somewhere. It's doing something it shouldn't be doing. Kids, don't try this at home, or do. Try it wherever, as long as your parents are involved, because it's fun. Craft time. Next, Zap-A-Cap glue. We do that in the stuff, and we do the things, and we squirt, squirt, drip, droppity, scoopity, goopity. Just goop it all around. Bloop, 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 bloop. I said bloop, 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 bloop. Give it a little sloshy swirl, and then boom, you got that. It starts doing the little thing, starts doing the dry, the texture look. Let me just... There we go, Richard. Good job. There's using your noggin. So I just let this dry. I let it dry for about a day before I messed with it. And then once it's all dry, I did the same thing. I just took a little knife and I started peeling up the edges until I was able to get... And it's all about delicate, being very, very careful. And then just tucking it behind and prying it all up until I could get it out. And once it was free, I popped it out. And there's still like a good amount of glue in there because down here in the tip, it won't dry. Because it's sealed off from the air. It's not getting any air to allow it to dry. But it looks pretty cool. And what I'm going to do is, I haven't done this one yet. I'll do it now, and on Monday I'll kind of show you what it looked like. Hey, I found the beard hair. Huzzah! The lost beard hair has now been found. So I wanted to try this one too, because it'd be a nice little cool semi-mound, I guess. It's like not as raised. I'm back. I got a phone call from somebody asking for money. They're wanting me to help out with the cause, and as nice as that is, and I want to help out with the cause, I just can't. I'm broke. I have no money at all. Hence the reason I don't buy hobby stuff anymore. And I use whatever I can find to make my hobby work. So, sorry, I'm not being bitter. I have a situation that we're dealing with, the reason why I don't have any money coming in, and it's a very frustrating situation. So, back to the happy land of glue and super glue. This is like regular glue, and this is like Clark Kent, and this is like Superman. Duh. Bruce Wayne and Batman. Woohoo. So I painted that all up the edges. And then we do the droppity drop. Drop, drop, drip, 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 drip. Now, normally I would like to use some cheap glue on this. Just dollar store, like little blobbity glue. But I don't have any dollar store cheap glue. I just have this stuff that I got a while back. And then I do have more of this thanks to Big Mac Dan Skull and his awesomeness. I need to do a video on that, by the way, because I've got everything in now. Because I won his contest, and we had the issues that I talked about before on I made mistakes. So he just went ahead and everything worked out in the long run, and he just gave me the prize winnings, or gave me what I needed to get the prize. And so instead of getting a big thing, I just got a bunch of the little things I needed to help me go a little bit on this hobby. Mainly super glue and some fun little bits and bobs here and there. But like I said, I'll do a little video for it. And this one's already starting to cure up really good. Look at that. Look at that nasty mess. It's like what I'm going to look like when I'm 80 years old if I'm still alive. A wrinkled mess. So anyway, guys, I just want to revisit this a little bit because I was messing around with things and trying new things, which is an awesome part of this hobby, dude. Just don't be afraid to try something new, you know? What's the harm in saying, "Oh, I've never done weathering before." Screw it. Jump up and grab a sponge and some rusty colors and weather the crap out of an old vehicle. You know? Give it a shot, mess around with it. Dude, yeah. I mean, really. That's what I said. This is the awesome part of this hobby, is just giving things a go. I mean, look at this. Look what I did. I was going to show this maybe on another video, but I'll just kind of give you a brief show now. This is a Bane Blade cannon, main front cannon, that I put an airsoft barrel in. Yep, I did that. The only thing I needed to do, it doesn't go all the way down either. I could have used a longer one, but it works. I tested it out and it still works. There was an area in here where there was a little lip I had to trim off to get the barrel to fit in there proper. And then the barrel just pops in and out. And then pops back on. Now, I cut as much as I could off of the housing. This was an old Steyr AUG, little cheap airsoft thing. It's even broken back here, but what I wanted to do is mount this and make this a piece of terrain. You know, just build up around it like a mountain and some bunker sections, and this is like a big howitzer cannon coming out of the front of it. And then rig up a spot up at the top where it's like covered with a rock or a piece of the bunker, and I can put all the BBs in it. And then the switch trigger to make it fire is literally a switch. So you just flip it and it goes. But yeah, I wanted to, I don't know, man. I was just bored and I wanted to do it. I saw all these cats doing things like motorizing their tanks, and I was like, hey, I can make an airsoft tank. I wanted to actually mount this in a Bane blade, but that would have been too complicated and tricky, ridiculous. Then you turn it sideways, cut off all the rest of this housing, and rig something up. I don't know. But anyway, guys, I just want to show this to you. More stuff that's like, hey, why not give it a try? What's the harm in it? So, y'all cats are awesome. You're amazing. You're super duper rad people who make me very happy. Just for being around and saying hi every now and again. And I hope all of y'all have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have an amazing, amazing... If you're in America, I hope it's an amazing 4th of July for you. If you're overseas or wherever else you are, I hope you have an amazing whatever day it is over there with you. It'll still be the 4th of July, but just celebrate a happy day. Love you guys. You'll have a wonderful nerd life. Roll some dice for me. Blow something up in a game. But in the meantime, just keep rocking it. Love you guys. You take care. I will talk to you later. Bye.